everybody, so I got a package to show off today. Some of you may already know what this is and some of you may not, so stick around because those of you who may not be familiar with what this is might actually be very interested in being a part of this. So inside this envelope, which I did already open, is the Geo-Vlogger Scrapbook. Alright, so I like already that it is in a bag, very geocache-esque. Is that even, of course it's not a word, but I don't know. But anyway, keeping that scrapbook dry. Okay, before I show you guys what is inside this scrapbook, I want to tell you a little bit about what it is if you're not sure. So, Adventures with Dan decided to make a Geo-Vlogger Scrapbook, but I think mostly it's going to be people that do like YouTube videos and stuff like that, but it looks like the list is also expanding to people that do Periscope and who knows, maybe any social media. If you're interested in being a part of this book, you're going to want to contact Adventures with Dan. I will put his video channel description so I'm going to put his information to his YouTube channel in the description below. I'll also put his Twitter on there too, because maybe that'll be easier to contact him through Twitter. I know I have a hard time remembering to check my YouTube messages, and Twitter is just kind of easier. So I will give you that information also. With the scrapbook, there is a list inside. There was a list already, but there's been some more people that have wanted to participate in this since that list was created. So I have updated it. It's kind of a long list, so don't be discouraged. If it's going to take you a while to get it, I think honestly this is going to be something very, very neat once everybody that wants to partake in this has a chance. It's going to be incredible. So as of now, if you do get this book, this list will be inside, and it has other people who are interested in partaking in this book. There's little check boxes next to everybody's name, so if you are watching this and you get this, just check it off and contact one of the people next on this list. It is their name and their YouTube channel or whatever social media they use. I'm hoping the links are pretty good. Kenny started this list originally. Thank you, Kenny, for putting that together. So, you can use the YouTube link, or more than likely just search their YouTube name and you'll find their channel. And then do whatever you gotta do to reach out to them. Or who knows, they may reach out to you if they know you have the scrapbook and see if you'll send it to them next. I will actually be giving this book next to Neil Moore. So, I don't know if Neil has somebody in mind who he wants to send it to, so if you want to just start blowing up his Twitter or YouTube page, feel free, go for it. Sorry, Neil, in advance if that happens. But there is quite a few people on this list. If you're curious, if you're already on the list, you definitely can contact Dan, and he can let you know. If not, contact Dan, and he will get you added to the list. I don't know if Dan has said yet what he wants to do with this book, like once everybody's got their hands on it. So I'll be curious to see what happens with it. Dan doesn't live too far away from me, so I'm hoping eventually when he gets it back I can see it in person, actually filled out. But until then, I will definitely be watching everybody's videos along the way. And if you want to watch everybody's videos of who's done it so far, I am going to put again, in the description, there'll be a link of the playlist. So far, Dan is collecting everybody's videos and putting them in a playlist, so you can just watch them all. You can see how the book grows from person to person. So anyway, let's stop talking, let's get inside this book and see what it looks like so far. Okay, so here is a look of the Geo-Vlogger Scrapbook. Originally when Dan started this, there was nothing on the cover, and I believe Kenny did the cover, and I think, Kenny, you did an excellent job on this. I love that you used the Maker patch, and there's also a Maker travel bug, which if you get this, then you can discover the code, which I need to still do. But I think that's great. I mean, Kenny, that's so clever. I mean, we are making things. So glad you had this stuff. So glad you decided to use it. Awesome. So already pleased with the cover. Dan said that anybody could decorate the cover if they wanted, and Kenny did. There is some space on here, so I mean, I don't know if, I'm assuming if somebody wants to add to it, they can, but I mean, I like it how it is, but obviously I'm not very artistic, or maybe I would do something more to it, but that's, anyway, talking too much. So yeah, if you get this, and I'm assuming Kenny will be okay if anybody wants to add to it, because it's everybody just being as creative as possible with this book, or non-creative if you're like me, you don't feel very creative. Alright, so anyway, you open it up, and over here, this was Scott's edition, I believe, and what Scott did was he put everybody's like YouTube page banner. So I will have to add mine here. That's where mine will go once I get that thing printed out. And he was very kind to put the measurements over here. So if you get this book, the measurements will be right here, what you need to crop down your banner to, so you can add it right here. And okay, so this is Dan's page. Dan is the one that is responsible for this scrapbook, so thank you, Dan. He put his card on here from the Going Caching event, which is an amazing event. I hope to go to more of those in the future. If you've never heard of the Going Caching in Georgia, you should probably definitely check that out. It is an amazing event. So what he did was he put some of his little catchphrases on here, some of the things he likes to say, and also he put some instructions. So instructions if you happen to be interested or want to do the book. First one, add me, Adventures with Dan, and please subscribe to him, he says. That way he can follow you and see where the book travels. 2, add what you want, be creative. 3, if you can, make a YouTube video creating your page and who you're sending it to next. 4, no taking items from the book. I know he didn't really want to have to say that. He figures, you know, it should go without saying. But no, I'm kind of glad he put it in there. You know, hopefully if somebody puts like a travel bug or something in there, like Kenny already put a travel bug. Really hope nobody's going to take that. But, you know, you got to put it in there sometimes just in case. So anyway, number 5, let me know if anything happens to the book. Okay, so far nothing has happened to the book, Dan, so we are good. Alright, so after Dan, he sent it to Johnny Cash, and here's Johnny's page. He put all kinds of stuff on there that represents him. It is very colorful and loaded with stuff. After Johnny, let's see, was Kenny, and Kenny's page is also very colorful. It looks like he has a log in there. I'm curious, Kenny, I don't know, did you tell the story what that log was? Is that maybe from one of your first caches you hit or something? But that's very, very neat. It's very cool that you still have that, and it's filled up. And then he's got a bunch of other stuff on there. So yeah, if you ever want to find out anything more about like these pages that I'm showing you, just watch their videos. I believe everybody pretty much talks about why they put stuff on their pages. And then the next one is Scott and Ojai videos, which I always like that he writes that. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that O-high, because it's kind of tiny on here, but it's O-J-A-I, and I always butcher it when I try to say it. So when he puts it out like that, you definitely know how to say it correctly. But he did a really interesting thing with his. It's like he printed it all out on this nice paper and then just glued it right in there. He put all the pictures right in, I don't know if he used Word or what he used, but it's all right there. And then there's his Geo dog. So after Scott, it's blank, so it's me. Alright, so for my page, we'll just toss that in there like so, and we're good. Okay, done. Yep, close it up. Alright, Neil, it's all yours. It's coming to you next, so be ready for that. Sorry for the loose stuff in there. You'll be okay. Yeah. Alright, so of course I'm joking. I'm not just going to leave it loose in there. I'll kind of show you guys a little bit of what I am putting in there. So, in no particular order, I guess let's just start grabbing some stuff here. So, this is me on the right, and that is Rory on the left. He is my geocaching partner and my boyfriend, and he geocaches with me. And he is great at helping me find geocaches that I can't find. So I want to put that in there because he also is in some of my videos. So speaking of my videos, which you guys are watching now, I also made this cute little YouTube play button. So that'll go in there somewhere. I also have my Geo dog Percy. I don't know where I'm going to put everything yet. But Percy is trackable. So I'm probably going to add some additional stuff in there, like his trackable number and that way anybody that gets this can track my dog if they want, if they do those things. So some of the other things I added, this is probably the biggest thing I'm going to put in here. So I was going to avoid things like perler beads, but because it was going to make it thick, but at the same time, like, I feel like I'm kind of known for the perler beads because I use them for swag in my videos. I also attach them to travel bugs and I send them out in the wild that way. So I just felt right to make a few little perler bead things and stick them in there. So I made David Bowie there because I used the my geocaching name is Stardustzzz because of course Stardust was taken. Stardust came because I'm just a Bowie fan, and I mean, that's his Aladdin Sane character, I guess is what I want to call it. But I figured that's pretty much like his most known image, so I went with that. I just thought it looked so cool. I figured if I put this version of him in there, people would know who it was instead of maybe just like a guy with like blonde hair or something. So hopefully it makes sense. But yeah, anyway, big Bowie fan. Geocaching name came from that. I've used that Stardust name for a long time, even with video games and stuff like that. And even speaking of video games, I do like playing video games. I'm a big old nerd, so I am going to be tossing this in here too. I didn't know what I wanted to put for video games. I could have done any kind of character. I thought about doing the Link's shield because I think it looks so cool, but you know, I didn't know if a lot of people would know what that was, so I figured most people would probably recognize the old school Nintendo controller, hopefully, but if not, that's what it is, if you guys didn't know. So I put that in there to represent my love for video games also, because yeah, I like that stuff. Another thing I'll be putting in there, instead of the real deal, I'm just putting a picture of my path tag. So I make a lot of path tag videos. I collect path tags. I love my path tag that was made for me. So if anybody ever wants one of my path tags, I do trade them. Obviously, if you're watching this channel, go back and check some of my path tag videos to find out how to do that with me. But yeah, I love them. I'd be glad to take one of yours if you want one of mine, for sure. And one other thing I'm going to add in here is this. Hopefully, I wanted to put something in there like Ravenclaw related because I love Harry Potter and especially like the Ravenclaw house, but I figured if I put something Ravenclaw, people might not recognize what that was. So I was hoping with that, you know, the H, the P with the lightning bolt, hopefully people will realize that's Harry Potter. Big Harry Potter fan, obsessed with it. Love the Wizarding World in Florida. Can't wait to go there again and again, which I will be going there this year, and I'm so pumped about that. I've been there a couple times already, so yeah, anyway guys, this is pretty much me in a nutshell. So like I said, I'm going to add a few other things in there, like Percy's Log My Dog trackable code. I think I'm also going to add some of my social media stuff in there, like my YouTube channel name, Twitter name, Periscope, Instagram, stuff like that. I'll toss them in there. It's someplace in there. But this is kind of the general idea of what it's going to look like. But if you want to see, I guess, what the finished product looks like, you might need to go over to Neil's channel because hopefully he shows off these pages too. And you can see what my page looks like once I actually glue it all down and it's stuck, because I'm not going to leave Neil with a bunch of loose pieces in there. Alright, so that is it for this video. So like I said, if you are interested in being a part of this, and I hope you are, I would love to see I'd love to see this book get loaded up with everybody's imagination and their creativity of describing who they are and what they like and all kinds of stuff like that. So please go back and watch other people's videos if you want to see what they did and explain what their pages are. But remember, reach out to Dan. His information will be in the description below. And come be a part of this. I think it'll be fun and exciting. And you can live wherever. There's already people on that list from other countries and stuff like that. So it's not limited to the United States. You just got to hope that someone's willing to ship it to you from wherever they are. But you got to also ship it, you know, to somebody else, probably in another country. But, you know, it's just a few dollars, guys. Don't worry about it. It's going to be fun. And you get to be part of something hopefully pretty big. So I'm going to start gluing my pages down. That way I can get it sent off to Neil Moore. And he can start working on his page. So that is it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching my video, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.